I am honored today to speak about a friend of mine in the revolution, Cde Njabulo Njefire Dlamini. Although the honor overwhelms me, because I believe that I have known him far shorter than his long-term comrades. But then I came to mind and I thought, perhaps it's because of the intensity of work that me and him have done in a short space of time. I would like to begin to remember Cde Njefire with a quote, which I think best describes him. Open quotes. Philosophers have interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Close quotes. That is a quote from Karl Marx, which is also inscribed in his tomb. That is a quote that I think best describes Njefire. Njefire was a man of action. He was a pragmatic leader. He understood the point, and the point was to change the world. And of immediate to him was to change Swaziland. Before I could meet Cde Njefire, I have heard of him. I have comrades that have spoken about him. I have seen Comrade Pius speak of the amazement he had of how he would take an idea and run with it without any delays. I had witnessed the work that he was doing with Comrade Pius in the media, when Comrade Pius was heading media. And I was very impressed with the work that they were doing. His name also came to line with me through a colleague who had attended the Communist Party of Swaziland summer school. She had come back fired up with passion, fired up to do work, and had said, if I were to spend just 2 weeks with the comrades of Swaziland, I would see that there's so much work that needs to be done. She then went on further to mention Cde Njefire, and she said, out of everybody, I believe that you and Cde Njefire would get on like a house on fire in terms of revolutionary work, because you too are a person who believes in work must be done. I would only be able to meet Cde Njefire when we come to South Africa for the international meeting of Communist Party and Communist and Workers' Party in Athens, in Greece. When he had come to do his preparations for visa and to prepare for his flights and everything, Comrade Pius had asked me to accompany him and work with him when they finalized all the travel arrangements and logistics for Cde Njefire. It is through that introduction that I got to physically meet Cde Njefire. While they were preparing, we had long and thorough engagements about Swaziland, about South Africa, and about the world, and in our communist and socialist views. It is there that I noted that this is the person that me and him are like-minded in terms of how the world needs to be and what motions need to be set to place in order for us to achieve the desired world that we believe in. Forgive me, comrades. When I think of Cde Njefire, I do get a bit emotional. Cde Njefire then would come back and will rave about how he had made an impression internationally and how the people, the international community, were taking note of CPS. When he came back, me and him, we had spoken about going to Swaziland, because he would always say, Cde Hlengiwe, my person, you cannot speak about Swaziland and have such fire about the people of Swaziland when you have not gone on the grounds in Swaziland. It is of my view that if you were to be a true revolutionary, a true internationalist, and one that stands with the people of Swaziland, that you must go inside Swaziland, and I will take you through all the sectors and key sites of struggle within Swaziland. Cde Njefire does not just speak without setting action. And I had spoke about that, and then I said, no, I will go my pace and relax. You just set everything in motion, tell me the dates, logistics, and I will attend. And mind you, this was not a program that was sponsored by anyone. It was a program because me and him believed in the struggle of Swaziland and the and the total liberations of the people of Swaziland. We were going to take it up with our own personal profiles. But before he went back to Swaziland after coming from Athens, he said to me, I want to go to BDS. I see you and Comrade Pius are always at the BDS office. It is a program that I believe as an international secretary is something that I would want to take back into Swaziland. We then, because BDS was within walking distance from our office, we walked into BDS. BDS office is much like us. There are no red tapes or high protocols. We just walk in, introduce ourselves, and the program was set in motion right there and then. It is the following year that he was able to successfully launch the Israeli Apartheid Week, first time in Swaziland. A true internationalist that he was, Cde Njefire. I remember in I think it's 2019, he called me up and said, Hlengiwe, remember you said you were meant to come to Swaziland. I said, I don't remember my person, but I do not have the money, the finances for me to come and do conduct work. And he said, relax, the revolution will take care of you. Just ensure you have this minimal amount to take a bus and get to Swaziland, and the rest will be taken care of by the revolution. That is how then I had gotten to spend 2 weeks in Swaziland, moving across Swaziland, interviewing everybody from the trade movement, from the student movement, from the peasants, from the women, from the community, and everywhere that he wanted to take me. But he said the key point was for me to conduct a thorough investigation via my interviews so that I can be enlightened by first-hand experiences through these interviews. It was through one of these interviews that he then took me to a place in Matsaba and he said to me, do you know my cover page where there is a fire that is burning, trees that have been placed up? I said, I've noticed. And he says, this is the site where action and protest was taking place. It is here that Mswati had launched his forced removals program here and wanted to forcefully remove the people from their place and place soldiers to stay in that place. The community took up struggles and said, we will not be forcefully removed. And then they barricaded the place and there was protest action that was taking place. And he said, it is there that I saw that it is the people of Swaziland that will liberate themselves fully by their own actions. It is there that I saw that it's the fire of the people that will burn out in Swat and his entire monarch system and Dinkundla system. It is where I find inspiration and I have hope that truly Swaziland will become a democracy. I had never, every time I go back and I look at that cover picture in Njefire's Facebook page, I am reminded of the fire that says it was fueled inside of him because of that action and the people standing up for themselves and standing up against the tyranny. It is there that I also say, whenever I feel as if we are losing the battle, I'll go and look at that cover picture of the fire burning and be revved up and say, the people will liberate themselves. There is no better way to remember Cde Njefire than to call for action and say, democracy now. Not in our lifetime, but now. It is something that the people are demanding and the people want it now. There is no other way but now. It is only through the people that they can liberate themselves. Amandla!